Day 11 at the Winter Youth Olympic Games. Twists, turns, skill, style, and an Asian duel in the women's figure skating.
There's North American rivalry on ice. The United States and Canada face off for a place in the men's gold medal match.
European athletes were forcing the pace in the classic cross-country events,
while a young curling star is aiming to carry Czechia towards the medal matches. These are the highlights from Gangwon 2024, where the rising stars are relishing special moments.
Right, I am rolling, so you're just looking to hear. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect, thank you very much. Yeah, ready. Turning.
And whenever you're ready.
Everyone's here to compete, everyone's here to win, but everyone's also here to enjoy it.
I'm very happy and it's a good day for me and my career.
3 years training, hard working, here I am.
Well, it's an honor, it was always my dream. It's a pleasure to do it.
I like this sport because it's like Ferrari.
I think it's crazy, it's insane, I can't believe it right now.
Thinking about other things, I guess.
What were the things you thought about?
Taylor Swift? Yeah, I was thinking about Taylor Swift.
How are you going to celebrate?
I think I'm going to shave my coach's beard.
You're through, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's nice.
How was the racing here?
I am really good.
It was all about this competition and I surprised everyone, surely.
Finally, a medal for Brazil in winter sports.
I raced with Alice, so it's beautiful than yesterday.
This was the moment that we were waiting for.
Your mum is a well-known Olympian. What has your mum been saying to you?
She's probably even happier than I am.
I don't usually get emotional, but this competition's made me get that way.
I crashed in the semi-final and went down really hard, you know? But thankfully, Morgan here was able to come through.
It's just my home. It cannot be better than this.
An Olympic medal, symbol of being all together in the entire world. I think that's something really beautiful.
The host nation were chasing more figure skating medals at Gangwon 2024 in the pairs ice dance. After gold in the men's singles on day 10, the crowd at the Gangneung Ice Arena were looking to Kim Jin-hee and Lee Na-moo for further success. But the Republic of Korea duo would need to be at their very best to overtake the leaders. Ombre Perrier-Giannassini and Samuel Blanc-Clapperman from France had dominated the rhythm dance event on day 9. That gave them a healthy lead ahead of the longer free dance, with a best combined score winning gold. Ashley Slatter and Atal Onge Perez from Great Britain started the day in 7th place. Only a perfect performance would get them near the medals. The pair began skating together 7 years ago, when Slatter was just 7 years old. All that practice paid off with this performance. A new personal best for an overjoyed Slatter and Onge Perez. With 3 pairs left to skate, they were still leading.
Representing Republic of Korea, Jinhee Kim, Na-moo Lee.
A huge cheer from the home crowd for Kim Jin-hee and Lee Na-moo. And a good start to their routine. Then a slight issue with the twizzle sequence as Lee slipped. That would lose them points. Go back again to the world. Applause for the end of the routine. Would it be enough to take the lead? Their faces told the story. Only second spot for Kim and Lee. Next to go, the leaders from the short programme, Perrier-Giannassini and Blanc-Clapperman. There was drama in their opening twizzle sequence. Blanc-Clapperman falling. That would mean points were deducted. 16-year-old pair from Lyon recovered to produce an excellent routine. A nervous wait as the judges decided. In the end, no reason to worry for the French pair, a personal best and into the lead. The last duo on the ice, Olivia Ylin and Dylan Kane from the United States of America. The pair are coached by Olivia's father, Dimitri, and he would be pleased with what he was watching. A clean and composed routine from the couple who were just 14 and 15 years old. But they couldn't keep their composure when the results came in. Tears of joy at winning a silver medal. In the final standings, victory for France by a big margin over the American pair, with Great Britain beating Kim and Lee to third place by less than a point. So bronze went to Ashley Slatter and Atalonge Perez, silver medals won by Olivia Ylin and Dylan Kane, with gold and the Youth Olympic title awarded to Ombra Perrier-Giannassini and Samuel Blanc-Clapperman. Figure skating success for France at Gangwon 2024.
I feel so good now. It's like a new feeling that I didn't know before. So it's kind of like, I'm so happy. Maybe on my face, you didn't see it, but I cry a lot. So we both so happy. And that's our first big medal, so.
Entirely speechless. This is something that I have dreamed about for the last 2 years, and finally it becoming a reality is just unbelievable, and I couldn't be more happy.
We're so happy, over the moon with it. So we never thought that we would, get a bronze medal, so we never thought it's a dream come true.
It was semi-finals day at the Gangneung Hockey Centre. 4 games to decide which nations would compete for the gold medal in both the men's and women's 6-team tournaments. First up in the women's competition, Sweden played Germany. Sweden, unbeaten at these games so far, had topped Group A ahead of 2020 gold medalist Japan. Germany had finished second in Group B with a win and a loss. Sweden dominated early on but were unable to make the breakthrough. That changed midway through the first period. Nova Svanefjord was left in space to get away a shot. Alva Vitalisson following up to give Sweden a 1-0 lead. 15 shots for Sweden in those opening 15 minutes, although just the 1 goal to show for it. It couldn't last. Tilly Idfeld's shot was saved by goaltender Hannah Bugel. Tilde Grillfors was there to double the lead. Now Sweden's control on the ice was beginning to be reflected on the scoreboard. Svanefjord's shot deflected in, her 3rd goal of the tournament. It was one-way traffic. Germany's defence was struggling to cope. And just when they started to rally, Malva Lindgren's shot from distance beat Bugel. An imposing 4-0 lead for Sweden. It was hard to see a way back for Germany. There were more goals in the 3rd period. Tilde Grillfors burst through into space. The finish off the glove of replacement goaltender Milana Lutz. Sweden were showing no signs of taking their foot off the gas. Berntson's shot from deep, Disa Karlsson with the rebound. That was goal number 6. There was still time for a late consolation for Germany. Frederike Pfalz with the smart finish. It ended 6-1, a resounding victory for Sweden, reflecting their status as one of the strongest teams in this competition. Sweden will get the chance here at Gangwon 2024 to improve on their silver medal 4 years ago in Lausanne. Germany's games aren't over yet. They have a bronze medal match to look forward to. The final score, Sweden 6, Germany 1.
I think the whole team plays very great, and now we are in the final. Yeah, it feels very good, so it's very nice.
We'll just recover now and focus on the match, and do the best we can to take home the gold medal.
Ich fand es ein gutes Spiel.
I thought it was a good game. We perhaps gave up a bit early after the first goal, but then we came back and eventually scored a goal in the final period and got our reward.
Nochmal belohnt.
The Alpensia Biathlon Centre was swathed in sunshine for the women's 7.5k classic event. Amarintha Bradford of Canada led off. This event was a test of stamina and endurance. The fastest time would win. The classic event requires athletes to stride along in parallel lines, but at the Youth Olympics, freestyle skiing is also allowed. The quicker competitors came through late in the start list. Among them, Agatha Margaretha of France. She was soon overtaking rivals ahead of her as she delivered the best performance so far. The 17-year-old pushed through the finish, then realised her time. Into the gold medal position at that stage. Teammate Annette Coupard is the current French under-18 champion. This was her first international competition. Her mum had represented France in the Lillehammer Olympics. A smooth and strong run put her into silver medal spot. France were commanding the field. Sweden's Elsa Tenglander took to the course. She'd won gold just 24 hours earlier in the shorter sprint event. Digging in over the hills and downhill phases. A gritty run put her third in the standings, but another strong skier was still to come. Nelly Lotte Koppelin attacked from the start. Looking strong on her skis throughout. Chasing down right to the line, it was a gold medal winning performance. The win had pushed Tenglander of Sweden down into fourth, Karpelin of Finland taking top spot ahead of the two French athletes. At the victory ceremony, Annette Coupard of France took bronze. Silver went to her teammate, Agatha Margaretha. And the gold to a smiling Nelli-Lotta Karpelin of Finland, her second medal of the Games.
I feel very happy, and I was surprised about today's medal because I felt really tired after yesterday's races.
First, I not realized I was at this place. It was so extraordinary, and yes, it's cool. It's very cool.
In the final of the track, my coach said. You play the podium, and yeah, I'm just in my head, just stay focused and push, and yeah, in the finish line, I'm just dead, but it's so cool.
Canada went into their curling group match against Czechia with high hopes of achieving Youth Olympic Games glory. The Canadians were still undefeated in the mixed doubles competition, consistency which had eluded them in the mixed team event played earlier at Gangwon 2024. The faster-paced pairs format had been to their liking so far, though the Czechs were likely to provide their toughest challenge yet. Czechia, represented here by Julie Zelengrova and Ondřej Blahar, won a bronze medal in this event at Lausanne 2020. Both teams made a cautious start. With the scores level, Canada would make a decisive move in the third end. It was Kaylee Locke's turn to play. Just where she wanted it. The Canadians would claim 2 points in that phase of play. Czechia's Zelengrova is a player of immense talent. At 17, she has already represented her country on the world stage at senior level in mixed doubles. A perfect pedigree for this platform. Her yellow in the fourth end was left a little short, but it still counted. A measuring device was needed to show that it was closer than an opposing red. With the scores level, Czechia were also in charge in the next end. Crucially, guards protected their scoring yellow. Locke had been unable to get past them, and the Czechs led for the first time. Locke was focusing hard. Fortunately for her, the scoring circle was sparsely populated in the seventh end. A vital score for Canada, who trailed by a point. Ondřej Blahar pulled off a masterstroke with his last stone of the match. Straight down the middle. He had knocked an opposing guard into the red he wanted shifted, leaving one of his own colours in a scoring position. Locke still had quite a wide target to aim for.
No! Can't touch it. Gotta sit down.
She had overdone it at such a crucial stage of the match. Czechia had secured an important 6-4 victory, inflicting Canada's first loss of the competition. Both countries were well placed to progress into the quarter-finals, each with one group game left to play.
We were really motivated to win this match because we still have it in our hands, and we were like, we can do it and we have to win. Yeah, so we did.
I mean, I'm loving it. It's hard not to. I mean, the atmosphere is great. Everything about the venue is absolutely great. This is the best place we've ever curled at. So yeah, it's hard not to love it.
One of the great contests at Gangwon 2024 would unfold in the women's singles. 2 skaters from the host nation against 2 from Japan in the contest for medals. Japanese favourite Shimada Mao led after the short programme ahead of teammate Takagi Yo. Shinja, Shimada's great rival, headed the Republic of Korea challenge. She started in 3rd place. But the first of a notable quartet to skate was Korea's Kim Yoo-sung. Kim was 4th after the short programme on day 9. That score and this free skate programme would be combined, and the best total would take victory. This was Kim's chance to put pressure on the leaders. She decided to start with a tough triple axel jump. Landing it cleanly would boost her total, but it was a risk. That would cost Kim points, but she kept her composure and delivered the rest of the routine beautifully. The crowd appreciated her efforts, and so did the judges. They put Kim into the lead. She'd set the target for her teammate to beat.
Republic of Korea.
Shinja was inspired by Korean figure skating champion Kim Yuna. The 15-year-old works with the same choreographer as Kim, who won gold at the Vancouver 2010 Winter Olympic Games. This routine included the difficult triple lutz and triple toe jumps in quick succession. Shin made it look effortless, and the crowd loved it. Second at the World Junior Championships, and hoping to go one better here. The judges put Shin into the lead.
Representing Japan, Mao Shimada.
Over to her rival Shimada Mao to respond. The leader, the favourite, the World Junior Champion. The pressure was on. Shimada was attempting the competition's only quadruple jump, 4 rotations in the air. It didn't go to plan. Now she had to hold the rest of the routine together. The 15-year-old, named after legendary Japanese skater Asada Mao, managed to keep her composure. It wasn't perfect, but was it enough to beat Shin? Shimada could barely look as she waited for the judges. They awarded her an almost identical score to Shin, but Shimada's lead from the short programme ensured she stayed ahead. Last to skate, Takagi Yo, out to make it a Japanese 1-2. This was a clean performance from Takagi, although her jumps weren't as difficult as Shimada or Shin's, and that would mean fewer possible points from the judges. But the Japanese was pleased with her performance, and it was enough to earn an emotional Takagi a medal. In the final standings, Shimada beat her great rival Shin by 5 points, with Takagi taking 3rd, just ahead of Kim. Japanese and Korean dominance of this event. So the bronze medal for Takagi Yo, a popular silver for Korea's Shinja, with gold and the Winter Youth Olympic title awarded to Shimada Mao. A great battle between 2 skaters who will be hoping to continue this contest over the next decade.
I was really nervous because I had to perform in front of such loud cheers. But I think I was able to perform as well as usual, although it was not the best I could do.
I was very nervous again today. but I still felt very fortunate that I was able to focus well until the end and finish well without making any major mistakes. And I also received a medal. I feel very happy that I was able to win a medal in my country again.
In the men's 6-team ice hockey tournament, Czechia played Finland in the first semi-final. Czechia had topped a fiercely contested Group A ahead of the much-fancied United States of America. Finland finished second in Group B behind another ice hockey powerhouse, Canada. They met here at the Gangneung Hockey Centre with a place in the gold medal game at stake. Finland are a strong hockey nation who just missed out on a bronze medal at the last 2 Winter Youth Olympic Games. But Czechia, playing in red, have impressed in Gangwon on their Youth Olympic Games debut. In an evenly balanced first period, both teams failed to take promising opportunities to open the scoring. Both goaltenders had to be at their best. Perhaps the best chance fell to Finland's Oliver Suvanto. Denied in front of goal. Finland applied consistent pressure. Suvanto could have had a tap-in. The puck flying just wide. At the other end, Czechia with a double chance. Simon Katalitsky couldn't tuck away the rebound. Then Finland's Rasmus Rinne, in on goal, sent his shot high. The finest of margins, Czechia threatening. With seconds left on the clock, Filip Novak hit the post. A total of 19 shots in the first period, but still waiting for the first score. The game was threatening to boil over, both sets of players in a competitive mood. In the second period, there was a huge opportunity. 2 penalties against Finland left them 2 players short. A 5-on-3 power play advantage for Czechia. They had to make the most of it. Eventually, they did. Vaclav Nedorost's shot creeping over the line. 1-0. Under 2 minutes later, Simon Belahorski doubled Czechia's lead. Finland were now facing an uphill battle to make the gold medal game. The second period was proving decisive. When Filip Novak made it 3-0, Czechia's lead looked secure. But in the third period, a lifeline for Finland. Viljo Kakkonen reacted quickest to Luka Arko's shot. There was still enough time for the Finns to mount a comeback if they could make their opportunities count. A power play for Finland. Czech goaltender Laris kept them at bay. Finland were throwing everything at the Czech goal. Their time ran out. Another win for Czechia, another chapter in their remarkable story at Gangwon 2024. It ended Czechia 3, Finland 1. Finland lost the bronze medal games in 2016 and 2020. They'll get the chance to go one better here. Czechia, in their first Winter Youth Olympic Games appearance, will compete for the gold medal.
We are really happy to be through to the final. We hope we can win the gold. I'm really glad. I hope the goals will keep coming.
Yeah, we're a team of fighters and we tried our best in third period, but that wasn't enough.
Welcome to the Winter Youth Olympic Games, Gangwon 2024.
The hilly, winding course of the Alpensia Biathlon Centre was the setting for the men's 7.5k classic cross-country race. Gaspard Cottaz of France put down an early marker. Gliding up the hills in the opening stages, his double poling used every inch of his strength in the flatter sections. Cruising down into the home straight, he continued to push on. Throwing his toe out on the line, his time took him into the lead at this point. Likened to a marathon on skis, classic cross-country sees athletes follow a fixed track. The technique is similar to walking, but in this event, freestyle is also allowed. Quentin Lepine, also from France, showed the strength in his nation's side. Making short work of the challenging course, he gained ground, moving through the field. Finishing fast, he went into the lead. This time was a target for those still to come. Jonas Müller of Germany was quick to respond. Encouraged along, he pushed through the pain. His fight to the finish lifted him into first place.
Watch it closely as the competition intensifies.
This man knew he had speed on his side. Jacob Moch had secured silver in the sprint event just one day before. Could his legs hold out here for one better this time? German support was strong on the course. Moch chased down the pack, closing the gap all the time. The final home straight saw a sprint for the finish, Moch digging deep at the back of the group. Pulled along to the finish, he glanced at the clock. It was gold for Germany and the silver medal for his compatriot. The final standings showed Moch 5 seconds clear at the top of the table. Teammate Müller completed the German 1-2. Two French athletes who'd led for so long dropped down into third and fourth positions. So bronze went to Quentin Lepine of France, silver for Germany's Jonas Müller, and in gold medal position, teammate Jacob Moch. The black, red and gold of Germany flying proudly in the top 2 spots.
Oh, it was incredible, like tough from the very first second, like the first uphills were like really steep and hard, and yeah, it went the whole course.
Yeah, it's awesome. I have no words for that. It's awesome.
Today was a pretty good race. I mean, I started a bit fast, and then I finished like I could. But I'm very happy, and I'm very glad to get this bronze medal.
In the women's 6-team ice hockey tournament, Switzerland played Japan in the second semi-final. Switzerland had topped Group B with 2 wins. Japan, who won gold at these games in 2020, had finished second in their group after losing a penalty shootout to Sweden. The prize for victory here was a guaranteed medal and the chance of being Winter Youth Olympic champions. When these nations met at Lausanne 2020, Japan emerged with the victory. They almost made the breakthrough here. Odera Yumika with the break, and Mumabi Azumi's effort was kept out before the danger was eventually cleared. Half of the Japanese team are aged 14 and they're fast over the ice. Yamaguchi, Nanaho, denied by Kamenzind. Japan were on top. This sport is fast-moving and fast-changing. Luana Bernsteel set up Norina Muller, but her shot was weak and straight at the goalie.
it was Japan's turn to clear the danger. Muller's big moment was yet to come. Japan were going forward, she stole the puck and showed great skill and agility to retain control and score a superb individual goal. The Swiss captain gave her team the lead in the biggest game of their careers to date. However, that lead didn't last long. A Swiss mistake as they tried to play out from their own goal line. Fukuzawa Momona capitalised. She's one of those 14-year-old rising stars in the Japanese team. They'd been behind for just 22 seconds. In the second period, Japan had most of the play. Nishiyuki with this powerful effort. Kamen-Zin was equal to it, and the game was still level. Not for long though. Japan had an extra player on the ice after a Swiss infringement, and they worked a lovely goal from their own end. The move was finished by Numabe. It was her third goal of the tournament. With just one 15-minute period to play, her side were heading for the gold medal match. They had a double chance to extend their lead in the third period. Tadorino with the shot that was blocked, but Switzerland couldn't clear the danger. Japan kept up the pressure, and it ended with Numabe at the back post. But her effort landed on top of the net. The Swiss goal had survived once again. Look out now for one of the Swiss highlights here. Hannah Esterman with a carry from behind her own goal line. She kept great control of the puck, but just couldn't create the angle to get the shot away. This time the Swiss did get a shot on goal. Livia Shannon won possession, but couldn't beat Fukuda. With the clock running down, chances like this needed to be taken. Inside the last minute, Switzerland took off their goaltender in a desperate bid to equalise, but it almost went the other way. Udera broke through, and Numabe was denied a second goal of the match by Swiss captain Shannon. Even so, Japan had done enough. They'd turned around the match for a victory by 2-1. They will now face Sweden for the gold medal. They'd narrowly lost a group game to the Swedes. Now they'd meet to settle the Youth Olympic title. Switzerland will face a rematch with Germany, who they beat in the preliminary stages, with the winner getting the bronze medal.
The last Youth Olympics, Japan won the gold medal, so a lot of the Japanese fans were willing for us to win the gold medal. We're really happy to get to the finals.
Yes, it's kind of sad because it's 2-1. And yes, it's sad because it's the final and we could have won the gold medal.
The Winter Youth Olympic Games brought together the curling community from far and wide. The latest group action saw Japan play a New Zealand team featuring two players more accustomed to the outdoors than an indoor ice rink. Back home, Olivia Russell and Jet Neville both come from farming backgrounds. They discovered a talent for curling and now relish the challenge of facing Tanaka Moka and Kawai Shinya. The Japanese were a formidable pair, and that became abundantly clear from the opening end. Two reds were already prominent as this stone from Kawai Shinya entered the circle. It glided towards its target, a soft landing giving Japan 3 valuable points. New Zealand produced an instant response from Jet Neville. A subtle and skillful approach, and that play would earn New Zealand their opening score. Japan led 4-1 approaching the halfway point. Their red was sandwiched between two opposing yellows. Olivia Russell was looking to cause disruption to put her side in charge. All she had done was weaken her own position. Her yellow was gone, but the troublesome Japanese red remained. Japan led 5-2 going into the sixth end. And this was the moment the game was decided. Russell was free to attack the middle of the scoring zone. She had been too aggressive and her stone sailed harmlessly by. With 3 reds, Tanaka Moka was aiming to cause further damage. Japan had seized their chance. A handsome 4 points had established a commanding 9-2 advantage. The game didn't have long to run. Russell knew their hopes were fading. Once more, she was out of luck. Too much power had again cost New Zealand. At that point they conceded, meaning Japan had scored an emphatic 11-2 victory. They were in a strong position to qualify for the knockout stages. New Zealand could not progress, although the games had provided memorable experiences for them.
It's been amazing, eh? The ice quality has been great, the curling has been great fun, and the village has just been an amazing experience as well with all the other athletes.
I loved it. I loved the social side of it. The ice was amazing, just all of it, playing as a team. Jude and I finally making a dream of coming to Youth Olympics has been incredible. So yeah, the whole opportunity has been amazing.
So these were the standings near the end of the group phase. Canada, Czechia and Great Britain, each with 3 wins in Group A. The top 2 qualified for the quarter-finals, and the United States of America and Sweden were already through in Group B. The People's Republic of China was safely through in Group C. The final game between Japan and Latvia would decide who would join them. In Group D, Germany had qualified. Switzerland were well placed to also advance to the knockout stages.
In the men's 6-team ice hockey tournament, Canada faced the United States of America in the second semi-final. Canada had topped their group with wins over Finland and the Republic of Korea. The United States, who won silver at these games in 2020, had finished second in their group after 2 penalty shootout games. They'd won 1 and lost 1. Victory in this match would guarantee a medal and the chance of being Winter Youth Olympic champions. Canada were the better side in the early stages. Alessandro Di Orio, who scored 3 goals in the last group game, had a shot saved by Xavier Wendt. He was to be the busier goaltender. There were chances at the other end too. Zane Torrey was through, but his effort was poor. So bad that there was no save required from the Canada goaltender Carter Essler. There was more work for Wendt. Marcus Ruck set up Tynan Lawrence, but the goalie kept the shot out, 1 of 17 he faced in the first period. That had been entertaining. The contest really stepped up further in the second period. The USA had the first real chance. Jackson Marler failed to find the target. The puck was then recycled. Canada couldn't clear the danger, and Parker Trottier found the goal to put his side ahead. But they were in front for just 40 seconds before a mistake from Tyler Marchinuk allowed Alessandro Di Orio to pick his spot. He's full of confidence and made no mistake. It was the turn of the USA to hit straight back. JP Hilbert had found the net twice so far in this tournament. This was number 3. Advantage back with the United States. This was the most frantic scoring period of the men's competition, and more followed. Schaefer, Gordon, Carroll converting. In spite of having fewer shots, the USA had extended their lead. Canada needed and found some composure to get back into the match. Zachary Nyman found a way past Wendt to reduce the deficit. Some superb play from Di Orio set up a great chance for an equaliser. Beckham Edwards thought he got it, but somehow Wendt managed to cover his goal. This was the game of the tournament, and the third period had barely started when Canada tied things up. Mattis Preston seizing on an error and scoring. Then another momentum swing. The Canadians lost possession and Troche scored his second goal of the game, a real captain's performance. Canada were forced to mount another fight back. Tynan Lawrence set up Preston for his second of the game. Once again, Canada were on level terms. But the USA were to go ahead for a fourth time. 2 powerful shots and 2 rebounds. The puck fell to Mikey Burchild. He was alert to it and put his side 5-4 ahead. Victory was in sight. But there was to be another twist. Nyman became the third player to score twice. A powerful shot into the far corner. A second successive 5-goal period. The game was to be decided by a penalty shootout. The first penalty shot saw JP Holbert keep his composure to beat Matteo Bates, who'd taken over in the Canada goal. The next 4 penalty shots were missed. That meant Zachary Nyman, who'd scored 2 goals in regulation time, needed to beat Xavier Wendt to keep the game alive. He couldn't, and this time there was no way back for Canada. So in the penalty shootout, the United States of America were victorious over their biggest rivals. The final score was 6-5. The USA will now face Czechia for the gold medal, an opportunity to avenge a penalty shootout loss in the group stages. Canada will play Finland, with the winner earning the bronze medal.
It's an incredible feeling being in Canada, since a long rivalry with them, so it's amazing.
What was key for USA today? I mean, so clinical, yeah?
Fighting back when they scored, when they tied it up. I mean, that's definitely a good thing. Smart, fast, hard. We kept that throughout our whole game.
Tough loss for the team. Obviously, we worked our way back into the game all night, but they're a good team, and we battled hard, but it's in the end they just come out on top.